Hi everyone, so here is the next installment of harmonica tongue blocking, the 12-bar blues. So we've done the intro, so now we're going to talk a bit about the one chord. So we're using a C harmonica in cross position in the key of G. If you've just sort of tuned in to watch this video, go back one to watch the intro, and I've uploaded 18. Hopefully you've been following it. So now we're going to talk about the one chord. So this will be a standard thing. So it's draw 2, draw 3, draw 4, blow 4, draw 5, and then back down. Blow 5, draw 4, draw 3, draw 2. And you basically go up, down, up, down. That's it. That's the one chord, all right? It sounds like this. And there we're ready to change to the 4 chord. So we're talking about tongue blocking. So the key things we've talked about here is the different textures and effect, and also the different tones that you can get. So one thing to try out is play it lip pursed. And I think on the draw 2, draw 3, okay, if you haven't been playing that long, you may not notice that much of a difference in tone. But I think when you get to the draw 4, blow 4, draw 5 pattern, if you compare that to your tongue blocking sound with your lip pursing sound, you may find, and certainly for me and most people, the sound tongue blocking is much richer. Then when you overlay the kind of swirling, swishing sound you can get, that is why people like Big Walter Horton, Kim Wilson, Little Walter sound so cool. Or it's one of the many elements. So if that's just something to try out. So what we're doing is we're bouncing twice on each of these notes. The key is not to go too fast. You're trying to establish a groove. Okay, so don't try and run before you can walk. So. So the rushing is a key thing here. And people, Walter Horton, say coming down, he would do this kind of thing. So you can get lots of sort of cool sounds and details there. So how can we perhaps take it up a level? So there's a couple of things that you can do. One, which actually ironically would help a beginner or an intermediate player who is struggling with some of the timing, and this will really apply on the 4 chord, is you can strip out one of the notes. So instead of double tapping each one, so instead of going, you can drop one of those out, and it gives it a different swagger. So what I'll do is I'll go up and down with a double tap, and I'll go up with the way that I'm talking about now, which is just playing each note once, and it sort of gives it a different feel. So you've got. So even as an advanced or an intermediate player, you can play around a lot with the timing, and you can create different grooves just by dropping a note. And again, playing around with how you use the tongue blocking, the intensity you bring it in, the vibrato you put in, etc., etc. And something which is very, very basic that we all sort of try and learn suddenly becomes a lot more interesting. So you're going from to you can really start to play around with it. Now, something that Walter Horton would do is when he gets to the top, to the draw 5, he then does this little run. Alright? So this is all tongue blocked. So I'm going draw 5, draw 4, blow 5, blow 4, back to the 5, and then repeating on the 3 and the 4, or 4 and the 3 rather. Probably sounds familiar to you already. So again, you can fold that into the on the 1 chord. So maybe you go up vanilla, and then the second time you go up, on the way down, you throw in this little move. And you're on the 4 chord. So what I'm saying here is that very basic notes. A lot of people would sort of skip over this and not really focus on it. But once you've got the note pattern, the learning is only just beginning. And you know, folding in tongue blocking gives you options for a bigger sound. It gives you options for these different textures, to throw in different octaves and to give this kind of swirling tongue switch sound. So this really is showing the difference between tongue blocking and lip pursing. And again, I'm not advocating doing one or the other. It's up to you how you fuse them together to make your own style. But just on the 1 chord, I hope you get a sense of how you can elevate something which is very simple to something which is, you know, a lot more interesting. So that's just holding the 1 chord, and you can practice and sit on that and gradually get more and more complex. So one thing I did there that's probably worth stopping on, because it's kind of cool, is this little riff I was doing at the end, which was on the way down is this. So you go up. Now, if you play around the time there, you can give some real attitude, or you can sync it back, you can punch it. Again, it's a really cool little riff that, again, adds a lot of detail and a different flavour, and is different to maybe what you'd expect. So one more time. So I hope you found that useful. So just showing on the 1 chord all the different little things you can do with tongue blocking and a couple of different twists to take up the level. And this is all tongue blocked, the whole point. So what we'll do next is we'll move on to the 4 chord. And we'll do the 5 chord, then we'll ratchet it all up together, take it up. So that'll be in the next video. Thanks.